All right, what's good, guys? We're going to show you guys exact process of buying your first John boat, man. It's a buyer's guide for guys who want to buy a John boat. This video is for you. Look, fortunately, I got two. So I'll give you guys the beautiful version, built up this, that, and the other. I'm gonna give you the most common version, just a blank slate, so you guys can, possibly build your own situation or leave it blank, man, and have fun fishing. All right, so let's hop into it. All right, so I do want to take you guys through, this is my John boat that I actually built up from scratch, but this is the built one. I want to take you guys through a couple things that you want to look out for, as well as questions to ask when you're, reaching out to whoever you're buying a boat from. Once you do that, we'll talk about what to look for the trailer, what to look for the boat itself, and if you're getting one with a motor, what you guys need to watch out for motor wise. So this is my second John boat that I bought, man, for a different project. As you guys can see, I got some patchy stuff going on here, but we're going to talk about the second buy, as well as the trailer that goes with it. I'll give you guys a good look of what you guys are looking for when it comes to the trailer. All right, so there's a few questions you guys want to ask initially when you first just reaching out about the boat, period. Unless it's just on the side of the road and you might never have a contact, but if you got contact with a person, first things first, do you have a clean title? That means there's no loan on the boat or anything like that, man. You want a clean title, man. That thing's paid off from whoever it is, so you can get a clean transfer over. Otherwise, you're gonna deal with some problems later on. The next question you guys want to know, man, what was the boat actually even used for? Okay, I'm only saying that I live over here, on the East Coast, so we have salt water nearby. Was this boat ran in salt water? That's what you want to know. So guys, Florida, Cali, things like that, man. Any coastal place, Texas, some, Gulf, or what do they call that thing now? But you want to know what the boat was used for, right? So you know what you're possibly getting in when it comes to the most important thing here. It's the motor. Again, also salt water, as you guys know. Or if you didn't know, salt water affects pretty much everything, okay? You want to know if that boat's been in salt water or not, or is that something that they commonly use salt water wise? This boat in particular here was actually a crabbing boat. So guy used it for crabbing. Again, it was a bare bone boat. I bought it as is. So I had a bunch of scrapes, looked like Freddy Krueger went to town in there, but again, it was something that I knew was gonna be a project. Turn it into something like this. But again, that's just what I had in mind. If you guys wanna keep it bare, that's on you. And my last little question I usually ask, man, when looking for a boat or something like that, ask them, is there anything else wrong with the boat? Whether it be a leak somewhere or whether it be something with the motor itself. I usually say I'm usually pretty good at fixing things myself. I just wanna know what I'm getting into is what I'll tell the seller. And you could possibly YouTube whatever the issue might be, okay? Something that you could possibly fix or have a buddy fix. And hopefully a decent individual will let you know what's going on. All right, so let's talk about the trailer. That's the first thing I want to talk about, and I want to talk about this one, of course, because it's wide open. But when you guys check out the trailer, first thing I'm going to ask, hey man, when's the last time you changed those bearings right there, okay? Each wheel has its own separate bearing. It's pretty straightforward how to change it. Repack your bearings. If you don't know, I do have a video about that on my channel. But hey, when's the last time you guys did repacking? They may have an answer for you, may not have an answer for you, but it's something you want to know, okay? So especially if you're driving it far away. Both my boats came from 2-hour drive away, so I do want to know that before I even, think about driving it back home. Then you guys look at the bump boards as best you can. Might have to crawl up under a boat a little bit, but you want to check out. As you can see, I got some tears here. But it got some tears, man. Just some wear and tear. Again, an old. Then right here, you guys can see it got some rust going on. This boat has been exposed to salt water or brackish water in my area, and brackish water, if you don't know, it is a mixture of salt and fresh. But again, that's not the end of the world, man, when it comes to, trailers, boats, aluminum boats at that. Them things are pretty tough. But definitely inspect your trailer, man. Make sure there's no cracked frames or anything like that. No one did anything crazy. But definitely take a good inspection of it. Your roller wheels are good, or if you got, this style here, so that one's kind of bent. But again, that's not the end of the world for me. When it comes to a John boat. Then moving on up ahead to the front of this. I want you guys to take a good look at your strap, okay? You don't want something that's old and frayed really bad that you can possibly break off. So I mean, it's a very inexpensive replacement, but again, you definitely want to check these things, especially about to go on a long drive. This is something that you want to look out for. Last but not least, once you get up, checking out the fronts, once you get up to your the kit and caboodle of actually keeping it attached to your vehicle, make sure this isn't damaged or anything like that. All the functions work properly. Okay, make sure your wires work properly. Ask them, hey man, your lights work back here. Oh no, one of the tail lights out. Okay, I'm gonna get pulled over on this 2-hour drive home. Ask these questions so you get the information that you're looking for. And if they have it hooked up to a truck, then you can, again, check the functionality of your actual wheel here up in the front. That's the quickest walkthrough and quickest thing I can think of as far as when it comes to checking out a trailer. what to expect, what to look for. But again, honestly, my most important for me, hub bearings and my hookup point. We can kind of deal with, you know, whether it be a strap or something like that, or hey, I need new tires. Make sure you guys check the tires, make sure they're not dry rotted and like that. Again, I had a long drive home. It's a risk, but these things you want to check out. But all in all, this one right here passed the test for me. That's the reason why I even made it home. So I'm gonna take you guys over to the boat real quick. And again, it's something that once you look up under the boat, things that you want to look for. Okay, don't worry about all these scratches. That's me doing some work. Don't worry about that. But once you get up under the boat, you're looking for any cracks. I mean, again, ask them, hey, does a boat leak? Anything going on with the boat that you want to tell me about? This one, he said he patched some stuff up here, but it seems to be good patches. Again, I'm not really too concerned about it. Again, it's my skill set, scraping the boat up against the frame as you're loading it. I'm not worried about that. Same thing happened on my other boat. But again, you're just looking for any cracks, things like that. You want to get up under the boat itself, so you guys can check around, see if you see any cracks or anything like that. Anything that sticks out to you. Definitely want to get up under there, man. Check out everything, see if anything sticks out to you. And again, do not worry about this. This is me removing old wood and old pieces of other equipment. But it's something that you want to definitely, you know, look out for. And one of the most important spots, man, make sure this hookup point right here is not ripped to shreds. Okay, I've seen that too on some boats. My weld looks good still. Again, check out your hookup points. All right, so those are just some of the things you guys want to look at when it comes to the trailer and the actual boat itself. Again, that's your bread and butter, man. You can find a deal like that sometimes. If it comes with a motor, that's where it gets real, I don't want to call it tricky. It gets a little more important, okay? Because that's your bread and butter right there. So let's check out. I got 2 motors for you guys to look at. I'm gonna get both of them out so you guys can check them out. All right, sorry guys, I forgot to mention, if your boat is built up, or if it's not built up, but it comes with like electronics, right? I got a unit right there, unit up here. If it comes with a trolling motor, again, I just want to reiterate, check all of your devices, check everything. Ask them to turn them on, see if it works, make sure the trolling motor works, all the modes that trolling motor has. Again, if you got electronics here, check it out, man, turn it on. If you got, like I got lights hooked up right here for my boat personally, throughout the cupboards or cabbies or whatever you want to call it, whatever, the doors, make sure it all works, okay? Now I'm gonna set up my motors. I'm gonna show you guys, I got a motor here and a motor up in there that I'm gonna grab out here real quick. Show you guys what you're gonna be looking for with the motor. All right, so I got both motors out, man. Got my old one here. I haven't touched this literally in like a year. And I got my other motor sit back here, propped up, ready to roll. This is a game day question or request when you guys are going to go look at that boat if it has a motor. Excuse me, sir, ma'am, seller. I want a cold start. And I'm talking about the day of that you are about to go arrive. Don't say it in the questions early on. When you about to go arrive, man, hey, I want a cold start. That means this thing hasn't been in the water. They haven't had time to run it in the morning. You about to pull up on them. I want a cold start, okay? Can we make that work? Whether it be in a bucket like this, or you can hook up something called muffs. All right, the seller should already know that as well. Set up like this, or have them cold start on the boat itself is cool as fine with some muffs. There's my water. I got a water bill, but I'm gonna show you guys what you guys need to be looking out for as well. All right, so the first thing you guys want to do, man, when you guys first get to that, get a good look at that motor, I want to show you guys what some salt buildup looks like. This is just a little bit right here. It can get way worse. I hope you guys can see that, but sometimes it's coming out of here or other locations as well. But I personally, when I run because I do a little bit of crabbing on my channel as well, but I do rinse my boat off and run the motor with some fresh water once I get home each time. But this is just over time, man. It'll eventually happen. But that's one thing you want to look for. If someone said they never took it out in salt, most likely you will never see something like this. You guys can see some, looks like dust and crap build up in here. It's just normal over time, and it's a 1995 motor, so it's something that you'll look for. I'm not gonna go too deep on how to break down a motor, but you want to look for anything that looks abnormal. If it ain't clean, cut, beautiful looking, just because it has some age on it, that's okay. But you don't want it to look like absolute crap. And if you got any questions like this piece right here broke off, say, hey man, hey, what happened right here? Me personally, I have no clue why that piece is missing. Now you just want to, check it out, man. Make sure nothing that looks crazy or looks broken like this, man. Ask questions, man. But otherwise, it's a pretty clean motor for a 1995. And this one over here is a 2002 motor. Again, not bad at all. Both of these are Mercury products, to be exact, just to let you guys know. But again, you just want to take a look at it, man. Once you get there, take a good gander, and the wires look all pinched and messed up. All my wires look pretty clean. Actually, feel and touch. No one was sitting here running it right before you got here. You should be able to touch this, and it shouldn't have any issues with it being touched. You shouldn't burn yourself or anything like that. You should be able to touch it, Shouldn't have any issues. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this motor right here. Particularly, man, hasn't been started in probably over a year now. So I'm gonna show you guys what a sitting motor, what it should take. Again, if spark plugs are taken care of, the internals aren't burnt up, things like that. I'm gonna show you guys live how many pulls or whatever it takes to get this thing started. Now, this first motor is my main one that I use majority of the time, so she should be good. Give a little prime on the front here, just pulling that once. Again, this is well taken care of. She usually starts pretty good, no problem. I'm gonna show you guys my other one. Yeah, this thing hasn't ran in, I don't know, about a year, some change. Yes, this is nice and cold start. So bear with me. I'm gonna give it 2 primes. That's a third, I guess. That's 1 pull, bro. Wow. Hopefully you guys can hear me, but all right, so you guys don't want any clicking or clanking or like that when you guys start it up. You want a smooth running motor, man. Put it in gear forward, reverse a couple times. You want to see a nice good flow of water. Nice straight, man, nice easy flow of water. It shouldn't be sputtering. If you put your hand up here, it shouldn't be blazing hot. That means your thermostat's not good. After you got it started, man, you had to run for a second, you know, maybe a minute or two as you guys chopping it up a little bit. Have them turn it off and turn that thing right back on, right? You want it to start right back up. Easy pull, to turn right back on. And she should start spitting again. She start peeing right back in the back again. Check your forward and reverse. Nothing crazy. You just want to know that it, you know, turns gears like it's supposed to. You ain't got to kill it right now as far as revving it up crazy high. I want you guys also to take a look how they transport, right? So I got something called a transom saver, right? So that's an item that attaches to the bottom of your frame down there. That goes up and holds your motor in place. I used to not have this, and I didn't like how the way it bounced. And again, some guys don't use it, man. They just lock the motor in place, but what can in turn cause some issues to your transom over time if the transom's not rated for that certain motor. A bunch of different scenarios, but you do not want a bad transom, let alone a broken mount for your motor. You don't want anything to break. So ask them how they transport it. Do they just lock it in place, or did they actually use something? Again, just something you ask. I always have this on mine. I don't care if I'm even using a smaller motor. I don't want it bouncing around. So that's just something you want to take in consideration. If you're happy with what you found out, man, how the trailer looks, how the boat looks, all your electronics work, your trolling motor works, the trailer doesn't look rusted and busted, and the motor, if you're getting the motor, man, that motor fires right up with 0 issues, man. Looks good, runs good, sounds good. That's a good buy. That's a good buy in my opinion, okay? But those are some of the things, guys, I want you guys to take in consideration with buying your first John boat. I don't want you guys to overlook anything. I mean, look at everything with super detail, okay? This is a pretty big purchase. And if you find yourself over here trying to force a lemon, you don't want to be in that situation. So that's it, man. Make sure the boat's not stolen. Make sure your stuff runs good, man. If you guys got any questions, leave me a comment down below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. See you guys on the next video. Y'all take care. Be easy.